And welcome back. Here we are with episode 2 of our Dragon Age Inquisition playthrough. We just sealed the rift that was open outside of this gate, spewing demons. We learned last episode that there was a conclave between Templars and mages to try and broker some kind of peace. And there was an explosion that killed everyone except us, the main character, and we have some strange power, it seems, over the rifts. We're able to close them. It seems that power is also killing us or hurting us the longer it goes on. So we're making our way with our party here of Solus, Cassandra, and Varric to the main rift to see if I can close it. So that's where we left off, and let's continue on today. Speak with Liliana. Looks like we have to go through the gate here. Refill potions at supply caches. Okay. The supplies have been replenished. Acolyte Fire Staff. 29 DPS, 18 fire damage, plus 6 willpower. Empty rune slot. Let's see if I can equip that on Solus. Solus staff, 17 cold damage, 11% barrier damage bonus. I'm not sure what barrier damage bonus means at this point, but I think this is probably better than what he has.
Here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who he is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
So this guy doesn't even respect Cassandra, really. He just views her as a fist of the Chantry, apparently. Chantry. Potato, potato.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here.
You shouldn't even be here! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
Oh, now you care about my opinion.
Now you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark?
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own.
Alright, so we have the options here to charge with the soldiers, which is a careful, sustained assault. Soldiers will stand with you to ensure arrival. Scouts in the pass may be lost. Or we can take the mountain path. which is fast but indirect. Soldiers will act as distraction elsewhere. The problem will be addressed sooner, but there may be casualties. Since my character's backstory with the Carta, and that I was a spy sent to the Conclave to begin with, I think we're going to go with the mountain path option. Fast but indirect seems like what my character would be in favor of.
Use the mountain path. Work together. You all know what's at stake.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
Alright, so it looks like we're going to be making our way through the mountain pass to try and reach the temple where the rift opened up. Just making sure there's no loot back the way we came. I'm getting better at remembering to right-click to interact with things instead of attack
The
them.
tunnel should be just ahead. The path to the temple lies just beyond it.
What manner of tunnel is this? A mine?
Part of an old mining complex. These mountains are full of such paths.
And your missing soldiers are in there somewhere?
Along with whatever has detained them.
We shall see soon enough.
I thought maybe I could jump up there.
Make a take.
Those greater shades have a lot of health. They take quite a few swings. Either that or my weapon is just not very good yet. Probably that's the case. Let's head deeper into the mine here. This doesn't look very much like a mine. We got some urns here with skulls on top. That's always a foreboding sign. Look at this place. And they call it a mine. A mine. More barrels full of supplies, probably. Alcohol. Got a little side chamber here. Oh, there's loot in here. Oh, back to right clicking. Or left clicking. Got some gold, a dagger. I don't think any of my party member uses daggers currently. And then a shield, which will probably be good for Cassandra. Let's take a look at her items here. Well, shields are weapons, apparently. That's interesting. So the Griffin shield that we just found has 6 armor as opposed to 5. 30 front defense, 3 willpower. Her other shield has 3 magic defense, which seems probably more useful for her as a character. I'm not sure what willpower does. Let's take a look here. Willpower. The character's strength of mind and personality. Each point increases attack for all classes and magic defense. Okay, so the other shield does have magic defense in a roundabout way. We'll equip that on her then. Got a little mini library in here, it looks like. Recreation for the miners, I guess. I can... light the torch there. Alright, let's continue on. Porcelain cameo. So we have another upgrade item and a junk to sell, it looks like. Some more gold. Some more enemies up ahead. Seems like the demons that are coming from the rift that was opened above the temple have made their way down into this mine, much like outside of the mine where we were before. Serpent stone looks to be another upgrade item. Still haven't learned anything about crafting or upgrading equipment or potions at this point.
Guess we found the soldiers.
That cannot be all of them.
So the others could be holed up ahead.
Our priority must be the breach. Unless we seal it soon, no one is safe.
That's a task for the other dwarf in our party.
Huh. That's cool that the dialogue acknowledges character race like that. Can I go up here? Doesn't look like it. Let's go ahead and save. I haven't saved in a little while. We are completely off the path at this point. Still just looking for random loot that could be hiding back here. I don't see anything though. Let's make our way back over to where we're supposed to go. Oh, let's not fall down there. Let's see if we can go. Oh, we can. Wonder if there's anything hiding back here. I apologize to those viewers who just want me to continue on ahead. I like to explore, as I mentioned in my first video. I like to see everything the world has to offer. Looks like we have another rift up ahead. Take care of this. Oh, there's some soldiers fighting with us here.
Dead!
Lady Cassandra!
Lieutenant, you're alive.
Just barely.
Oh, Lesser Terror, that's a new enemy. Kind of look like xenomorphs. Alright, let's close the Fade Rift.
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Thank the Maker you finally arrived, Lady Cassandra. I don't think we could have held out much longer.
Thank our prisoner, Lieutenant. He insisted we come this way.
The prisoner? Then you...
That's me. No time for talk.
We have to get to the breach. And quickly.
To the breach? I don't...
The way into the valley behind us is clear for the moment. Go, while you still can.
At once. Quickly, let's move!
The path ahead appears to be clear of demons as well.
Let's hurry before that changes.
So we
Down
did.
the ladder. That's the way to the temple.
So we did manage to rescue a few soldiers, it seems like. Fire resistance cowl, 14 fire resistance. It's interesting that there are restrictions based on race. Oh, I'm guessing because the Kunari have horns that they can't wear cowls. That makes sense. And a longbow. Now, if it's like the second game, I don't think Varric will be able to equip a different weapon other than Bianca. Yeah. Restriction, not Varric. Let's give someone the cowl. Let's give it to Solus, since he's bald. His head's got to be kind of cold up here in the mountains. Oh, level 6 requirement. Okay then. We are starting to see some different enemies, like we saw in that fight, those lesser terrors. Different types of demons coming out of the rifts. Oh boy, I almost ran right off of there. That's a long fall. I guess it's not too bad. Thought it was further down than it is. I probably would have survived. Probably.
So, holes in the Fade don't just accidentally happen, right?
If enough magic is brought to bear, it is possible.
But there are easier ways to make things explode.
That is true.
We will consider how this happened once the immediate danger is past.
Cassandra being the voice of reason here. Let's not worry about how it happened until we stop it from happening. This is interesting. It's like when it exploded, it created these obsidian shards almost, laced with the green
temple of
energy.
sacred ashes.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
I don't know who she was either. So I'm guessing that the spider things that we saw in the opening cinematic were Fade demons then? If we came out of a Fade rift? Oh yeah, look, these people are just... they're basically mummified. I sure hope we're not responsible for this. Then there's just this guy over here in the corner. Not on fire, but still dead. Oh, loot. Scout hat, 7 armor, 3 dexterity. That'd probably be good for Varric. Let's see if he can wear it. Oh, there it is. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Alright, we're going further into the ruins of the temple.
Is a long way up.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'm not sure how we're supposed to reach the breach. As Varric said, it's pretty high up. But I'm guessing there will be some way to get up there. Can I even get up there?
I'm not sure how to even start getting up to that thing.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
What Solus said wasn't...
Now is the hour of our victory. Bring forth the sacrifice.
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
Interesting. What I was going to say is, our character was like, how do we get up there? And Solus was like, just do it. Just get up there. Alright. So we're hearing the person who created the breach saying that it's the hour of their victory, and there's some kind of sacrifice that needs to be done, or has been done at this point. Oh, that's a soldier. I thought that was an enemy at first. It's interesting, we've got some red rocks here where everything has been greenish up until this point.
You know this stuff is red lyrium,
Oh,
Seeker.
that makes sense.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on Lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Okay, so the
Someone help me! That is Divine Justinia's voice.
sacrifice is currently occurring, and it sounds like it's Justinia that's the sacrifice. We've got red lyrium coming out of the rocks. Whatever's going on is not good.
Someone help me!
What's going on here?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
What's going on here?
Run when you can! Want them!
We have an intruder. Slay the dwarf.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
Oh boy, here we go. A pride demon, huh?
We must strip its defenses, wear it down.
I don't...
Quickly, disrupt the rift.
Oh, I see. So we have to disrupt the rift well, to bring down his defenses. But, oh, it's up there, okay.
Quickly, disrupt the rift.
Okay, I see. Now we can hurt him. He's got a whip like a Balrog, but lightning instead of fire. I think Varric probably should take a healing potion.
More coming through the rift.
Oh, there's another demon here hitting me. Alright, I should probably go disrupt the rift.
I'm injured.
Alright, let's give Cassandra... Oh, I like that their character portraits change as they get injured. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's go disrupt the rift so that we can... Cassandra's hurt again. I guess she is tanking. I keep pressing the space bar to pause combat, but it's T. I need to take a potion. We're running low on potions here. Solus is low on health. Alright. I gotta disrupt the rift again, it looks like. Looks like we're whittling them down, slowly but surely.
Now, seal the rift.
Excuse me, coming through.
Do it.
Do it. Well, that was a pretty tough fight, but we managed to get it done.
Oh. I didn't know you were awake. I swear.
Where am I?
Is this another prison?
No. I mean, I don't think so.
Then where am I? Tell me.
I beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You're back in Haven, my lord. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
I've been out for 3 days. I guess with the effort we put in closing the rift and fighting, it makes sense. What happens now?
So, a trial happens now, I suppose?
I don't know anything about that. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
That servant certainly was frightened of us, I suppose, given our abilities. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save it here, so that I don't have to do that fight over again. It was pretty tough. Got some loot on the floor. Elf fruit. Looks like they gave us a pretty nice room here. Got a random bird. Alright. Let's see what this... A random lady. Let's see what this letter says. Patient observations. So this is talking about us. Vain hope. Someone better at this than me takes over before the survivor expires. Notes in case. Day 1. Clammy, shallow breathing. Pulse over fast. Not responsive. Pupils dilated. Mage says his scarring mark is thrumming with unknown magic. Wish we could station a Templar in here, just in case. So it sounds like we weren't doing too well on the first day. Seem to be alright now, though. Let's head outside. Oh, everybody's out here waiting for us. Just hold on just a second. What is this I see? A big treasure chest. This is why you check all the nooks and crannies. So we've got a ring of attack, which is plus 2% attack. Shocking staff. And a raider hatchet. 80 DPS, 55 damage, plus 3% sunder on hit, 2 empty rune slots. Is that a two-handed weapon? It looks like a one-handed weapon. However, it is better than my greatsword by a significant amount. So I guess we'll use it, and we'll just put the shield on for now until we find a better two-handed weapon. And we'll put the ring of attack on. Alright. Yep, I'll be right there. Don't worry about it. Ferelden Captain Longsword. 60 damage, 3% attack. I don't think that's better than the axe that we have. Rugged longbow schematic. Okay, so we can craft a rugged longbow now, it seems. Alright, I suppose we should talk to these people that we've kept waiting. These guys have just been standing here like that. Their armor looks pretty cool.
That's him. That's the Herald of Andraste. They said when he came out of the Fade, Andraste herself was watching over him.
Hush. We shouldn't disturb him.
Why didn't Lady Cassandra have the I thought Seekers knew everything.
Can I go? I can go in here.
Make her be with you.
It's a nice little village or garrison. Whatever you have it be. Segret. Let's see what he has to say.
I believe Seeker Cassandra would like to speak with you.
Okay, then.
That's him. He stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
I heard he was supposed to close it entirely. Still, it's
More than anyone else has done. Demons would have had us otherwise.
Oh, maybe it's like a refugee camp, actually.
Still a lot of rifts left all over.
Walk safely, Herald of Andraste.
All the people that survived the rift? I'm not sure. There's another note here. Patient observations, day 3. Less thrashing, some response to stimulus. Vitals seem solid. 2 attempts so far by locals to break into the chantry to kill my patient. All this work to save his life, and will they just execute him? Will inform Lady Cassandra. I expect him to wake before the morn. So, this is day 3, so this is pretty much the day we woke up, and people were still trying to break in to kill us, but now they're all revering us and respecting us. It's maybe just a few people wanted to kill us, and the majority were thankful. Or crafting components. Please don't interrupt me while I'm searching this sack again. Thank you. So yeah, it seems like there were at least some people that even after we closed the rift... Yeah, I heard you the first 20 times. Even after we closed the rift, there were some people, it seemed, that wanted to kill us. They conveniently block off all these other avenues. Let's see what this is. The Singing Maiden. Have you ever heard the story of King Bedwyr? Bedwyr, like most kings, was a man of great pride, who expected nothing but complete loyalty from his subjects. He believed the best way to achieve this was through fear. After all, those who feared him would never cross him or question his rule. Most importantly, those who feared him would always seek to please him. Bedwyr cultivated terror in his subordinates through the gleeful and unrestrained use of a contraption referred to as the Maiden. The Maiden was a hinged iron casket, as high and wide and deep as a man, with vicious spikes within, meant to pierce through the poor soul locked into it. Bedwyr's Maiden was a prized possession and stood in a place of honor in his throne room, often with a screaming victim inside it. Political rivals, suspected assassins, treasonous ministers, the Maiden consumed them all. But as time passed, more people were given to the Maiden for increasingly trivial offenses. The cook for oversalting the king's food, the page boy for dropping his sword. The Maiden cast a pall over the kingdom, and its people prayed for deliverance from their cruel king. Then one day, a strange woman rode into the city. She called herself Ember, and was an emissary from a far-off land. Her leaders had heard, she said, of Bedwyr's wisdom and authority, and she sought the king's counsel. The thought that he had earned the adulation of brother kings across the sea made Bedwyr swell with pride, and he granted Ember an audience. They dined and danced, and through it all Ember flattered and fawned on the king. At the end of the night, Ember asked to see the Maiden, the infamous device that had given Bedwyr all his power. The king, giddy with praise, proudly presented Ember with the empty contraption. Ember looked at the Maiden, sighed with disappointment, and said, "That does not look terrifying at all. I should have imagined the spikes to be much sharper." Bedwyr grew red at her comment and replied, "The spikes are sharp enough. Look at the blood that still clings to them." "But it is so small," said Ember. "Are only children and women its victims?" Bedwyr grew redder still and replied, "Of course not. The Maiden has devoured many men." Ember shook her head and said to the king, "I do not believe it. Surely no warrior could fear this thing. A man like yourself, tall and muscled, would not fit within." The king laughed and saw a way to prove the merit of the Maiden to Ember. "I will show you how easily a man like myself could fit," he said. And with that he stepped into the device. But Ember was waiting, and no sooner had Bedwyr squeezed himself into the iron casket that Ember slammed it shut on him. Ember took the Maiden and with the screaming bedwear inside, through the castle, and down into the city. And the people, finally free from the king's tyranny, cheered and danced to the singing that echoed through the streets, until Bedwyr was dead and it finally stopped. A tale often told in the Shining Maiden Tavern. Well, that is a very dark story with a happy ending, I guess, unless you are Bedwyr. A cautionary tale of pride and cruelty, I suppose, about Iron Maiden, not the metal band, but the torture device. I'm kind of surprised that that entire thing, although the text is very small, I was going to say that to fit all that on one piece of paper is quite the feat.
May God be with you.
That's the tavern in there. We can't go in there yet, it doesn't look like. I have to go speak with Cassandra first. Oh, you can get around them. Interesting. Haha, I have fooled you. Your petty barricade of people will not stand. The Randy Dowager Quarterly, a well-worn quarterly missive of suspect virtue. The Randy Dowager welcomes the cool of autumn with the fall of another, the collected dreams of desire being the confessions of an apprentice and training, more furrowing than harrowing, forbidden dalliances at their most spirited. The Randy Dowager, exhibitions for the noble of thought but spry of step. The lady herself says, enchanting, one supports the circles, if only because closed doors offer the imagination more. 3 scarves fluttered in shock out of 5. It's, interesting. Not quite the lusty Argonian maid, but I suppose good enough. Oh, is this the other note about us? It is. Patient observations, day 2. Pulse normal, breathing normal. Still unresponsive. Careful drop feed of prep. Elfroot extract to hasten his recovery. A lot of thrashing. Mutters about too many eyes. Something about the gray. Encouraging. Too many eyes. Something about the gray. That sounds like some cosmic horror stuff to me. I don't think that sounds encouraging. Look at this guy here. He's like glaring at the chest over here, just daring me to open it. It's like, I see you looking for loot and not doing what the game wants you to do. I'm judging you silently. Well, I don't care. Disciple staff blade, so it's another schematic, and a hunting longbow. Let's see what Adon has to say.
I believe Lady Cassandra wanted to speak with you.
Oh, they're all just pointing me to Cassandra, it seems like. I have to go the back way and get around these people again. There's the chantry there. Let's Let's go see if we can find anything else in this area. Oh, there we go. More loot. Gold. Oh, a blue staff. Interesting. It's rare. It's interesting that they have color-coded rarities in this game. That's cool, though. I mean, I can't use it myself, but... Guard belt. 10 guard max. Not sure what that means, but I will equip it. Huh, I can't interact with this chest right now. Okay.
Not taking orders right now. Got a problem with it? Bring it up with Cassandra.
Alright. Let's see here. Let's see if there's anything around this side. Gold, another staff, and a mall schematic. That might be useful for me. Another upgrade item, the ram leather, some more elf fruits. These leaves are very pretty. This, like I said, I think it's because I'm coming from Dragon Age 2, which only came out, I believe, 3 years before this game, and just the difference in graphics is in that time period is astounding. I mean, again, some of you probably don't think much of it based on, you know, modern standards, but for a game from that came out in 2014, I mean, it's beautiful. Okay, enough dilly-dallying. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save it here. And I think this is a good place to stop and end our second episode before we go in and talk to Cassandra in the Chantry. Once again, I want to thank all... These clerics really don't want me to end the episode, apparently. As I was saying, we'll end the episode here. I want to thank all of you for watching, for coming back to view the second episode in my Dragon Age Inquisition playthrough. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a good time. If you feel inclined, please like the video. Please subscribe to my channel. Leave some comments. Please try to avoid spoilers. Let's just keep the discussion to what we've seen in the game thus far. I'm going to try and get a video out, at least one per day, so you can look for episode 3 in the next day or so. And I hope to see you then. Have a good day.